Hello. Just another random little live stream for a little bit. Not nothing crazy. Probably an hour or so. So yeah. Hope you're having a good weekend as much as we can. Just done a couple of reviews. We'll get into them in a minute. I'm going to crack open this one, which was very kindly given to me by Time and Tide. This is their latest version of their Sprat Waffler. I mean, I was going to do a re-review, but I've reviewed this maybe once or twice over the years. So, but this one, there is a difference with this one. So it's a single hop Citra session IPA, only at 3.7, nothing crazy. I've had this can of this version before, so it's got Maris Otter Pilsner, flaked oats and flaked barley. Single hop Citra there. It's got London Ale free yeast, which is the difference for this batch. And I've got an old can here. I don't know if it's this one. So that's the same as that one. Could have sworn I had an older can somewhere, but it doesn't matter. It's probably around here somewhere. Not to worry. Anyway, let's crack it open then. So it's a best before the 30th of June 2021, so it's really quite fresh. I mean, it came out about a week or so before Christmas when they kindly brought a few cans round. So I've actually already had this, as what he said. So 4 people watching. Hi Jules, how you doing? Hope your arms on the mend. That's terrible stuff. Hope you're okay, love. So I thought I'd just do a live thing of this, and then if anyone wants to join for an hour before Harry's stream at 9 o'clock-ish. Anyway, beer in a glass, as you can see. It's very hazy, very thick. Looks great. Certainly New England-esque. A New England session IPA. Getting aroma then on this thing. Yeah, some real nice pale stone fruits. It reminds me of lemon drops. Apricots, a little bit of pineapple, nothing crazy. Obviously very juicy, citrusy. Reminds me of clementine flesh segments you get. It's got that kind of vibe. Let's give it a try, see what's on the taste. Cheers. It's got quite a bit of body. It's one of the things I noticed about it when I first tried it. For the ABV, all right, so it's only, I mean, you can have a fair few of these and it'll be fine. It's only 3.7. But this is very drinkable. It's got more of a body of a high ABV beer. Very smooth, clean. But, you know, I've had 7-8% ABV beers that are exactly like this. This is only a 3.7. They hide the ABVs really well these days. It's definitely got one of them sort of proper IPA feel about it. Even to the point maybe a double IPA. It's not thin for the ABV, which is quite interesting really. Because you want to have 3 or 4 double IPAs like this, but you're just going to get inebriated. So your arm's slowly mending. Oh, man. I hope you get well soon. No worries. So is anyone drinking? Better up to 5 people. It's going to have the 3. Well, it's Saturday evening, isn't it? So I just thought I'd come on a little bit before the old daughter goes to bed. So just opened that one. That's Sprat Waffler from a local brewery just down the road, Time and Tide Brewing, producing some really good stuff. They have been for quite a few years. So that's good. Before I come on here, I've done a review from Pressure Drop Semi-Precious Stones. This is a New England Pale Ale, 5.2. So yeah, out of Tottenham in North London. So I've done a review of that. That'll be coming up when it comes up. I've got a lot of reviews. I posted one earlier, which I reviewed the other day, and then I've got another one from quite a while back with poor sound quality. So that comes out, I think about 9 o'clock. That comes out, something like that. So I reviewed that back in November. I forgot to post, but it's got some sound issues on it. But oh well. And then I'm going to revert back to mid-December, probably from tomorrow or Monday, and then try and catch up again, because I had about 15 reviews that I ended up not rendering or doing, all the work that goes into putting them up onto YouTube, and all the commercial descriptions and stuff below and all the links and stuff. It got to about the 20th of November, and I'm not feeling it at the moment, so I left everything alone. I didn't drink for 2 weeks, as you already know, and that's it really. So that's that beer. I don't know how I got all to that, but yeah. No, another beer from the Colonel I've just reviewed is their Dunkel. They're more renowned for their stouts and their pale beers, really. But so it's nice to actually try a different style from these guys. So a Munich style dark lager. I didn't even show you what the Pressure Drop looked like. There you go. That's what that looks like. Hazy stuff, as you would expect. And here's the Dunkel. Really, head's really kind of hanging around. I mean, I reviewed it 10, 15 minutes ago, and that's I haven't shaken it or anything. It's still hanging around. So really creamy, lightly tanned, pale head. But yeah, really nice caramel toffee notes in that. So that review will be coming out again at some point. Never know when I'm going to post stuff. Sometimes I mix them up a little bit. I have 2 or 3 beers from one brewery. I'll try and spread them out. But anyway, back to Time and Tide. Really good stuff. So what's everyone? Is anyone drinking yet? Unless you're in America. Well, you might be drinking Saturday afternoon. What's it now? Come up to, is it 10? Yeah. 2:52, I guess. 2:53 on the East Coast, nearly 3 o'clock, I shoot. Drinking easy. I'm going to put this link out to one of my groups. It's not going to be a long, crazy stream. About an hour, maybe half hour or something like that. See if anyone's about for a little while before Harry starts his stream. Although that's subject to change, of course. But there is going to be a stream later. I just want to do something here now. I fancied a few beers early for a change. Let's put that in there. Put it in there. Bosh. That work? It did go. Right. So we'll just see if anyone joins. Just for, say, nothing crazy, just an hour. Yeah, I just low key, nothing, nothing crazy. The good thing about this time of day over here, everyone's generally sober, so that's always good. That the late night ones get more rowdy, of course, with more of this sort of stuff going on. So, which is fair enough. I'm always rowdy. Even my rowdiness doesn't get in a word in edgeways sometimes, but there you are. Yeah, well, you got to, numb the pain. That's why it works better than. I'd rather have beer for painkillers than painkillers, to be fair. Plus, you sleep easier, especially if you have a few. Mind you don't want to hurt yourself, do you? But sorry. Remember when I broke my ankle. Well, no, I fractured it. I didn't break it. I fractured it about, how long ago was that? Trying to work out what year we're in. 15, 16 years ago, I fractured my ankle. I'd had a few beers, but it was nothing crazy. I fell down a staircase. I think there was some beer spilt on the staircase, and my leg just slipped. Of course, he's pissed. He's had a few beers. Yeah, Frank's nightclub over in Margate many moons ago, and I was more worried about my head. Whacked my head on something or other, and bashed my ankle of sorts. Didn't need any pins or anything, so that's quite lucky. But I just got up walking around on it. It's like fractured ankle and walking around on my ankle like an idiot. But that was probably down to a few beers. I say nothing. I wasn't drunk. I was just merry and just slipped on a bloody wet floor. And that was all the same year I got over TB. Can you believe? That was early on in the year. I think that was 2004, something like that. Yeah, getting old. So yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Right. So, how you doing, Lucy? Yeah, you're right. Hope you're keeping well. I'll leave it there. We've got Davor in the chat. How you doing, mate? Hope you're keeping well. This is just a short hour pop-up stream. I fancied a few early beers for a change before daughter goes to sleep, and then later on I'll probably, if Harry does one at 9, I think 9 o'clock he's scheduled for. Well, that's when he said. Maybe after, maybe 9:30. Who knows? Whatever. I would probably join that after she goes to sleep. So do check that out. I think Peter's potentially joining that as well, which is cool. A few pleasantries going on there. Metal plate and 6 screws. Yeah, I saw your photo somewhere. I can't remember where I saw it, and it's like, bloody hell. How did you do that? Did you fall over on ice or something? I don't know. I can't imagine that. But, I mean, I broke my arm twice anyway. So when I was younger, yeah, broke one arm a week after my sister broke her arm. Quite amusing. Done it out in the garden. Me and my sister, when we was younger, we had an old mattress out there. We was using it as a trampoline. Me one side, her the other. We've always, like, who's to blame about this for, like, I don't know, 30 odd years. I was just on it, wasn't, and then she jumped on it. I weren't expecting it. I went literally properly flying, and like, I did scream. Christ, that did hurt. Yeah. And that was a week after my sister broke her ankles when she come down a hill on roller skates. So the week before, my parents took daughter up the hospital with a broken arm, and the week later I went up. They're like, what? Bit dodgy, but no, it's just coincidence. It's one of them deals. Christ, yeah, and there's both of us in a flipping sling. It's bizarre. Yeah. So yeah, and then I broke the other arm in school, mucking around on PE apparatus in the hall. Fractured that one. Yeah, that was. But I don't know if that was the same arm. Can't remember. No, it's all right now, I guess. We've got a few more here. Final weekend. What a long first working weekend. You working this weekend? Bloody hell, man. I hope you're keeping well and safe over there. I don't know what it's like in Slovenia at the moment. Our media is just is always biased. Well, I do watch a few. I watch a professor on YouTube. He's pretty hot with what's going on. I remember his name actually. If you're into that, if you want to get away an unbiased kind of, away from the media kind of stuff, then he's a really good guy to watch. What's his flipping name? Doctor. If you look up Dr. John Campbell, if you're interested, he does like daily updates, breaks everything down. He's been in the profession 40 odd years, 50 years. He's mustard and says it how it is, but no political kind of stuff. He keeps all that shit out of it, which is good. And he puts all the links up that you can go and check out for yourself, all that sort of stuff. He's a really, I've been watching him since January, as this thing's been going on throughout the whole year. He's awesome, so check him out. You've got no idea how you managed to avoid any bone breaks my whole life. It's pretty crazy. Well, but the thing is, when you're drunk, you relax more sometimes. So I think you don't tense up. I think that sometimes that can probably save a few broken bones. But like babies and stuff, or kids, they just bounce off stuff, and it's like, how have you not hurt yourself? If I'd done it, I'd have a broken leg, a broken arm, or whatever. Yeah, it has to be pretty severe if you're, But then drunk as well, you kind of you can bounce off things. So, managed to climb down a cliff. Oh, Jesus Christ! I think you told me about that. Yeah, you told me about that once. Fucking hell, man! Shit you do when you're pissed, though. Weak, not all right. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah. Oh, right, okay. He's drunk. Right. Christ, mind you, what's it there? Is it 10 o'clock? Is it 2 hours difference or 1 hour? I can't remember. It's even 9 or 10 o'clock. Fair dues this weekend. Enjoy it. You deserve it. Cheers. We've got 9 people watching. That's really nice. Thank you for joining me. I have no idea what is on telly or what's not on telly. So, obviously not very much. So, there never is, though, for me. Telly. We have a lockdown, but industry, yeah. We have lockdown, but industry works without shopping. I assume that means, yeah. We're obviously we're in lockdown. We were from officially, I think it was Wednesday. This one's going to last a long time. This one is going to last months, without a shadow of a doubt. We're probably in for this until the spring. They haven't said it because people are going to get pissed off, but that's what's going to happen. The way it's going, our hospitals are fucked at the moment. Yeah. Anyway, that's all that. Let's try and get away from that. Going down very nicely, I have to say, as I knew it would. Anyone who's coming late, Sprat Waffler from Time and Tide. This is their new yeast strain version of their core range beer. This has got London Ale free yeast in it. I was looking for an old can earlier. I'm pretty sure I've got an old can of this somewhere, but God knows where it is. It's annoying, isn't it? You just want to compare, and then there we go. It doesn't matter. I think it was just their house yeast. I think. Don't know, but yeah. So we got BC's beer reviews. How you doing? Hope you're keeping well and safe and all that good stuff. Yeah. Hope you're having a nice day. Or yeah, it's day, isn't it? I guess you're West Coast, so what's that? 8 hours? Is it lunchtime ish? I guess just before lunch. But yeah, so I've done that. Just opened that while I've been on here. Done a couple of reviews beforehand. Just a little recap. Semi-precious stones from Pressure Drop. It's out of focus. There we are. This was an New England Pale Ale, 5.2%. Very kindly given to me by Little Swift. They brought round about a week before Christmas 7 beers for me. I'm just like, I shut the door and started crying like I do as a Christmas present. It's like, you don't expect pubs and bars and stuff to come around. Here you go, Merry Christmas. And, in these times, it's like, it was a spur of the moment. They just dropped it on. You in? Yeah. Okay, I'll be there in 2 minutes. It's like, there you go. Merry Christmas. Obviously, it's like really nice of them. And Dunkel from the Kernel Brewery. So I've done a review of them too. The Pressure Drop and this. Nice to try, as I said. Nice to try a style that you don't, out of their pale beers and stouts. That's what they're at. They're proper good. Nice to try a Dunkel from them. It's really good as well. But yeah, so I've got 3 beers on the go. Started early tonight. Yeah, why not? I put the link in the chat, but no one's joined. It's funny. Do. Auto bloody spelling on iPhones are so shit. Only fire for a month. What is going on with this phone? Only live for one. It's supposed to be hour and it's got month. Only live for a month. Well, I do long live streams, but a month. And live for an hour. That's it. Stupid phone. There we are. You're in Michigan. Okay. Right. For some reason, I don't know. I don't know. You probably told me before, memory like a sieve. So, yeah. We've got Drunker One. I know where he's from. He's from Texas. So that's 6 hours. So, yeah. So it is almost 10 past 2 there. So, hope you're keeping well, mate. Right. Okay. So you're driving back early. Yeah, but I suppose is that an overtime thing? Or I can't remember. You're self-employed, aren't you? I can't remember. Hope you're keeping well. All the craziness that's going on. Well, everything's fine, but yeah, we were in lockdown over it. No worries. Nah, don't worry about it, Davor, mate. You're fine. Your English is better than mine, I tell you. You work in production section. Oh yeah, it's architecture, isn't it? I think. Remember you saying something like that? Maybe you didn't on there. Right, yeah, they haven't locked down construction. I don't know if they have over here or not. I think they have. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure construction's gone as well. I know schools are shut, and there's no set date of when things are opening. Of course, it's only been not even a week yet, and the way things are going, it's going to be a long time. It's going to be bad. So we had today inventory, too many people at the same place, and they don't. I think it's the same everywhere. I think people have just had enough. People have given up on it. People are just giving up. Um, yeah, I think originally, I'm trying to remember the Chancellor he gave. I think he done it till the end of March. I think they knew this was coming. I think because he done this early. Furlough, if anyone gets furloughed, it's to the end of March. I reckon he's going to have to extend it. I mean, it depends how things go. Of course, you don't know, but I'll be shocked if it's going to be. It's going to take longer, unless they can whack these flipping vaccines out as quickly as they can. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. But it's shit, isn't it? It's just crap. Yeah. Hi, mate. How you doing, Metalford? Yeah, I'm all right. I always pronounce your name wrong. Of course I do. Yeah, I'm all right. It's evening here. Yeah, it's 8:10. So I'm actually on quite early for a change. Just fancy shooting the shit, having a few beers before Harry's stream in about potentially an hour, 50 minutes time. So yeah, having a few beers, just chilling out. Why not? That is really good. I'll have to get some more of that. So if you're local and you're buying some of this, just check to make sure if you're going to a shop, London Ale, the yeast bit there, London Ale free. Get that one. There's probably two different versions of this beer. Same beer, but it's just that part that's changed. And yeah, check it out. It's good. Yeah, I know it's gonna be absolutely rammed wherever you go when things get kind of anywhere near whatever normal. I can't remember what normal is, to be honest. It's weird, isn't it? You get used to a situation and it just becomes normal. It's like anything. I'm also a bit, once things are back to semi-normal, it's certainly in the summer months anyway. I think the winter months are still going to be a bit bumpy going forward, even next winter. But I don't know if I don't like crowds. You haven't got a vaccine for that. If you don't like crowds, but because everywhere's going to be absolutely rammed. That's the problem, isn't it? Too many people, I'll stay in. Lockdown might not end for me. Until it calms down a bit, and then I'll go out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well, Lucy, mate. That'd be good. I think we all need it as well, and we all deserve it. Christ. Thomas, how you doing, mate? Check his channel out. Really, really cool dude. He's on Instagram. Window beer reviews with Thomas. Yeah, does some good stuff. I must admit, I should watch more people's stuff, and with the way things are and stuff, I don't watch stuff. There's certain things I watch. I've got a lot into gaming, probably in the last year, a lot more. I'm to the point I'm actually thinking of getting a gaming PC at some point this year. I'm going to have a setup, but I'm going to use it for doing the live stuff and all that because it's going to be better quality than this 10-year-old laptop I use. So yeah, do a bit of live stream gaming potentially. We'll have to wait and see. I'll have to get better at certain games before I start doing live streams. It'll be about a 10-minute live stream and I'll be dead, So what's the point of that? But Paul, yeah, I just can't. You know what? I probably won't remember Paul. I remember that name and that I can't pronounce. I'm like with names. I'm all right. Oh, how you doing? It's like you don't say the names. I can't remember. It's like one of them deals. Yeah, they're good. They're really good. I mean, I haven't met them before, but I've been talking to them for like 5-6 years, on and off. I remember when they first started, and they done the little free 30 ml cans, and I've still got more somewhere. Maybe up there. Oh, they're not there anymore. I moved them before they started. They done a few bottles as well in the early days, I think. But yeah, the Queen's Head down in Ramsgate, they used to. I think they really were one of the first bars to promote them. I think Jim he had a little craft keg set up over in the corner there as you walk next to the fire as you walk in on the right hand side. But I don't think the take up was all that. I think it's price. You know, people like with beer prices. Oh, it's a bit expensive. So you can't explain it to people who don't drink it, but yeah, they're always worth doing an order, and yeah, do some good stuff. -5 all day. -5 all day. Was it that cold? I mean, I haven't been out. I know. Apparently, it's been a really cold day. -5. Wow. I know in some parts of southern Scotland, northern England, it was like, I think yesterday about 5. No, it's a bit late. Was it a bit later? It was about 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. It was like -15. It's like, what? That's we haven't had them temperatures in the UK for a long time. You know, for a night, you know, surrounded by warm sea and stuff. That's a pretty cold temperature for an island nation. Nothing is normal anymore from 2020, but I don't miss the local craft pub that much. Too many beers in my cellar. Yeah, I know you've got a fair list of beers. Have to come out one day and stuff, and we'll sort that cellar out. But yeah, I it's weird. I don't miss going out. I miss the seeing my friends, human interaction, and it generally involves having a beer. I generally don't go out like in the evenings and stuff, even before lockdowns and, you know, pandemics and stuff. I didn't really like going out, or if I did go out, I didn't like going out too late. It's kind of weird because when me and my late missus, we used to go. Obviously, she was from Madeira and stuff. People down over there, they don't go out till 9, 10 o'clock at night. I mean, that's when I'm coming home. You know, it's like, remember she used to say to me a few times, she used to like, "Oh, go out." I was like, "I'm not going out now." But yeah, but everyone goes out now. It's the way it is over there. Different culture and stuff. You know, then they come home at like 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Perfectly normal. You know. Christ, if I'd done that here, I would have got a right bollocking. You know. But over there, you know, she let me do it. But I think I'd done it once. But it was a bit of a steep hill to get home. It took me about an hour or so to walk home and shit. I was like, "Fuck this! I can't be arsed after a skinful." So I didn't really do it. 10 people watching us. Thank you very much. So Lucy's got to shoot for a bit. Hopefully see you on Harry's. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you take care. Again, I hope you're keeping well. Yeah, you look after yourself. We've got Vanessa Kitty. Hello, how you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Gaming video sounds interesting, but I haven't really been into gaming since my Xbox 360 broke long. I haven't. I've got an old PS3, you know, the big thing. I reckon I played it a dozen times. You know. But now I've got a little girl just dying to get into. She's got a Nintendo DS for Christmas and stuff. And I actually downloaded a game for it so I could play it when she's asleep. The Long Dark. Redbeard plays it a lot, and Chris off the 10th. They've been playing it a lot lately. But I've been watching Redbeard play it for probably about a year or two, probably 2 years. And I thought, oh, that's a good game. It's my kind of game. Really interesting to watch. You know, it's one of them kind of games. A survival game, you know. And I actually downloaded it for the Nintendo last week and played it a few times. Pretty crap at it, of course. I think first time I played it, I froze to death. Didn't know how to make a fire. Second time, I found it. I started again, went the right way this time. Found a town. It was great. Got all this, all the stuff, provisions, water, everything. I was absolutely, walked out of the house. Literally walked out of the house. Got attacked by wolves, dead. That's as far as I've got so far. I've gone about a few hundred yards, and that's about it. But yeah, it's a really, really good game, and I think slowly but surely I'll get better in it. It'll be really good. Just pass a bit of time as well. But yeah, right. How you doing, James? Yeah, you had -8. You're in Stirlingshire, aren't you? Which is a bit further north. It's north of Glasgow and Edinburgh, isn't it? I know it's up there. It's the A6. It's the top end of the A6, isn't it? Or M6? M6? Was it I can't remember. The big long road that goes up through Carlisle. Can't remember. M6, I think it is. But yeah, -15. That's for us in Ireland and the UK. That's cold. Yeah, we don't get shit like that often. But I know in Canada and Eastern Europe and the Arctic, that's nothing. But that's cold shit. If you're not used to it, that's cold. I share this out on the Hangout. Yeah, I'm only going to be on for another half an hour or so, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's just a random pop up. I fancied a few early beers, for us early anyway, or for me early. Most people drink this time of day. I generally don't. Little's in there playing on her DS. She's happy. She's got to go and talk to your friends. You don't go out anymore. She's 5.5. She's saying to me, I don't go out. Yeah. I'm in lockdown. Bless her. But yeah. I'll probably go back in there later and she's decorated the room. She's probably painted it all pink or something. Is that where you got the paint from? We'll find out when we go back in. I'll go and check on her in a while. That's why I'm going to give it half hour and then settle her down a bit. Watch a bit of Harry's stream while I'm doing it, if he starts on time, and then I'll jump on a little bit later on that. So check out that. We got John. How you doing, John? John Womack. Hope you're having a nice evening or afternoon or wherever you're at. So I just finished that. Very nice indeed. Yeah, I do like that. I was joining. That's cool. It gives me more time to chat. So going back onto this is the beer I'm on now. Semi-precious stones. Pressure drop. I mean, they do some great stuff. Been very lucky to actually get hold of a few in the last year, all from the Little Swift, of course. So it's had time. It's still cold. It's actually quite cold in here. I might crack this open later. I fancy a few beverages. Probably showed you this before, but I've got a little mini keg. Golgotha, which is it's an oatmeal stout, 5.5%. I've had this about a month and a half, something like that. It's 4 litres in this, so it's like just over 8 a bit pints, I believe. It's kind of a bit scary because once you've cracked it, opened it, that is, you've got to drink 8 pints of stout or one beer in the next 3 or 4 days, and over Christmas and stuff, I weren't drinking at all, so that I was never going to get cracked then. Slowly coming a bit more into having a few beers the last earlier in the week, this week, to be honest. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. Bless her. She showed me some drawings that she made for me, so she's starting to get tired. So yeah, about half an hour I'm going to clear off. She's all right for now, which is good. So, we still got a few people watching. That's cool. Yeah, sorry about that. Where did we get to? I can't quite remember. Paul saying I'd fancy a few pints, but I've got to keep my wits about me. Yeah, it's not often I do. I generally drink after she's gone to sleep. That's my general thing. But she wanted to do some stuff. She's like, Daddy, can you go and talk to your friends? Because I like to be alone. She likes her privacy. She's 5.5. It's funny. Makes me laugh. I said to you, you got to be good. You're not going to be on your own again. Give her a little bit of independence. So we got Adam, Ealing, you're doing the whole keg. No, Christ, I'm not. No, I'm not. I might not even open it. We'll have to see. No, I'm not drinking 8 pints. Fucking stout. No, I don't drink. I like to drink different stuff. 8 pints of one beer in one thing is. I might have a pint if I open it. I ain't got that many stouts left. Although saying that, I've got 2 crackers. I've got 3. What? Two good beers. I've got the bourbon. A couple of beers of the Bourbon County. I don't know if I've got anything else. I've got the another pressure drop choice of dessert, which is a chocolate and banana stout, 10%. That keg. I've got the Fuller's Imperial Stout. I'm supposed to be doing a review with Harry, I think, with this at some point. I've got a few German beers downstairs in the fridge, a load of IPAs, quite a few sours. I don't really feel like sours at the moment. A few lagers, quite a few IPAs. A lot of the IPA, the lower ABV ones, I've already had though. It's sort of 7, 8, 9%, a couple of 10%, triple IPAs. That's about it. I don't really need beer, but there's been a few deals lately that I think, oh, that's pretty good. The ABV is only 5.5, so it's not crazy. It's just the sheer amount you got to drink within a certain period when you crack the thing open. You know, hopefully my dad can help me get through it. Lockdown here is already long. We're not even a week in. I'm just more comfortable with a hat. So, I don't know. Oh, it's so good. Pressure drop beers, 5 to 6.5%. They are just. I mean, their double IPAs are very good as well. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes they hit the sweet spot with the slightly lower pale ales and IPAs. They do. They really do crack them just about right. Oops. No, that was just I had to, daughter come in showing me stuff. So I was like, yeah. Just shut it down for a second. My brother is having health issues. He's in a different time zone than I, so his doctor stroke nurses call me about 8 p.m. each night. I'm sorry to hear that. It's just, yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? What's it's yeah. Well, I hope he gets better soon. Yeah. So, is anyone drinking at the moment? I know Davil, you said you was drinking. Yeah, you had something. You was getting a bit merry. Anyone else on the sauce at the moment? Not hot sauces, beer. -3 at Gatwick. Ain't that cold? Ain't that cold? Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, I've got a load of reviews. I posted one actually earlier on. I had the other day, local beer. And I'm posting one in about, it should go live about 9 o'clock, which is a Watson beer. Have I still got the bottle here? I don't think I have. I think I've thrown it out already. Have I thrown it out? Oh, no, there it is. So, from the Watson Brewery, this review will be coming out in about, well, just after I finish here. Black Pig. Baltic Porter. So look out for that, or watch it later after Harry's stream, or before he starts. The sound is a bit ropey. I had this on, not here. Actually, put it down there and thinking, oh, that'll pick it up. Because I mean, someone said a while back, oh, you sound really loud with your mic. So okay, maybe if I put the mic down there, it'll be all right, and it won't. For some reason, it didn't record very well. So I put that on the actual header of the beer. Has poor sound on it. So hopefully it's all right. I haven't watched it back. If it's that bad, I'll just take it down. So yeah. So Paul's drinking had Elvria. I'm butchering that up, from my local very small brewery called, yeah, I'm butchering that up as well. Protector English. Okay, that's better. What is it? What's the what's it? An IPA, pale ale, stout? What's the style? Oh, my phone's nearly dead. Oh well. Or Guardian is better name. Is that what you're? I don't know. Is that what you're drinking? I'm losing the plot here. I don't know. Is that to do with that, or is that your beer? I don't know. Oh, right. That's what you're drinking. Yeah. Belgian Strong Dark, 9.4%. Yeah, I had some yesterday. I had there's a brewery in, you probably caught it actually, in the UK, St Mars of the Desert. They're out of Sheffield in South Yorkshire, and they had a little rain or a series of beers, Belgian style. So this is I'll show you what I had yesterday. I reviewed them all, so they'll be coming up whenever. Special number 4, so dark Belgian Abbey single, or Belgian Abbey type single, 4.8, which is cool. Like that, and I went up a little bit to a Duvel, double, what you want to call it, 7%. So dark, it was actually a lot paler for a Duvel than I've had before. It actually says golden Belgian Abbey style Duvel. Had that, and then to finish off, I had more beers after these as well. I had their quadruple, 8.8, dark Belgian Abbey style quadruple. Again, these 3 beers, the old Little Swift brought round for me for Christmas. So I'm like, just I want them to everything to go back to normal, and go and splurge loads of money one night in there because they deserve it. And I buy them beers as well. They're just lovely people. Become very good friends over the last, since because they were part of the bottle shop. The bottle shop had the premises there, and a couple of them got together and knew all the contacts, and they just made a business out of it. And yeah, good. So good. So yeah, but they've become very good friends. Even more so since lockdown. I think I was every week in the first lockdown. I was like, right, get that. Every week I was making an order throughout lockdown. Not so much since, because it's been a bit weird. Obviously, what's been going on for me. Plus, it's like you've got beer. You don't want to buy more beer. I'm trying to save money for Christmas. Spent loads of money at Christmas for little, so I kind of handbraked beer basically. And then it's weird how it works, isn't it? 2 or 3 people come around with stuff for me, so it's just like, don't get me started. I'll start crying again. But yeah. So we're at 22 to 9. So I've still got these beers here just to sip on. Oh, also, if any of you guys are on Instagram, I think it's 10:30. There's a couple of guys in London that do a live Instagram feed, Rasco and Disco beer reviews. So do check them out after Harry's or whatever, or vice versa, and then check Harry's out at another time, whatever. If you're stuck for, let me just get their page up here. So yeah, check these guys out. Rasco and Disco beer review. They go live every Saturday at 10:30 UK time. So yeah, watch them quite a bit. Normally after the fact, 'cause I'm normally on a stream myself when they're on. So I do try and go back and watch what they do. Hopefully I'll meet up with them when everything gets back to normal. So I go to London quite regularly in normal times anyway, and it'll be even more regular once things go back to normal. Probably at least once possibly every other week. We'll have to wait and see. Certainly once a month for sure. But I'm going to really up going to London regularly, and then Littlin and stuff. Seeing her nan and stuff. She's got a big family in London, so yeah. I say she. Yeah, bless her. God, I miss her. Don't get started. Stop it. Stop thinking. That's it. I'm gone. So now I'm on the most recognised Slovenian brewery, even in international craft beer waters, Reservoir Dogs Starvation Black IPA, 8% ABV. You don't do low ABV beers, do you, Davor? You don't do low ones. Fair play. The thing with me is I like to try quite a few beers in one little session. I mean, them sort of beers, that's going to limit me down quite a bit. I'm just going to be wrecked. How's that tasting then? I haven't had a black IPA for ages. I know. I want to try more Siren beers. Apparently, Siren beers have become really, some of their stouts and stuff. They've done a good. Did they do a coconut and something black IPA? I can't remember. I remember bits and pieces of information, and then it's just I put it together and it's just wrong. So it's probably not even a black IPA, coconut black IPA. I can't remember. But God, I need a shave. It's coming halfway down, sort of the mouth. Just laziness. Oh, that's going down so well. So good. Here we go again. Wait a minute. Thought she was coming then. Maybe not. No. It's my dad. No. So we're at 8:45. Finding out if Harry's going to go live soon or not. I'll just finish these beers and then I'll clear off. That's the problem. I only have high ABV beers, and yeah. I mean, I've got quite a few sharing beers now. I say quite a few. I've got about 5, which for me there's loads. Obviously, you can't. I used to go to bulk shares all the time, and one was a gift. I've got the Delirium Christmas, a big old bottle, and a glass that a mate gave me just before Christmas. Of course, I weren't feeling that great the week before, and about a week after Christmas, I wasn't feeling great at all. That's all been sorted out. Touch wood now. So yeah, I do like low ABV and non. I had. Have you had this? Talking about low ABV beer, I hadn't reviewed it. I just cracked it and drunk it, and I was like, wow, that's pretty good. Have you had this Special Effects from Brooklyn? Quite nice. It's 0.4%, but I mean, there's a few non-alcoholic and low ABV reviews popping up a lot at the moment. Obviously, being January, I don't know how many people are doing dry January now. Now that lockdown's been announced, it's like I think a lot of people jumped ship as soon as that shit happened. That was it. Fuck that. I'm not staying in, not drinking. You know, I think a lot of people, just kick that out the shed, kind of deal. But yeah, Weird and Wonderful Gaming. Greetings from Scotland. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Weird and Wonderful Gaming, eh? Saying earlier about gaming, I might at some point this year start doing some live streams for games. We'll have to wait and see. I know it's a beery channel really, but I'm not going to change the name of the channel though, just because I'm doing other stuff on it. I'm just going to keep it all the same. I'm just, I put gaming or put beer review, and then, it's like, talk to myself, don't worry. So yeah, potentially at some point this year, depending how money goes and stuff, get a gaming PC and a little setup. We'll have a reviewing bit over there. Get a desk, and eventually this will be my bedroom. But we'll have to wait and see there on that. Yeah, just thinking and looking there. There's a lot of shit I've got to get rid of. Like, you can't get rid of nothing at the moment because you're in lockdown. Everything's all revolves around lockdown and COVID and stuff, which it does for most people, I guess. But see, you can't really do anything. It's just a case of sitting tight. Once everything gets settled, hopefully in the next 12 months, then this room's going to be sorted out. I've got a over here. It's like I've got a kitchen laminate worktop. I've got that running from one side of the room to the other. It's not a massive back red bedroom, but it's got loads of empty cans and stuff that I was going to get all the labels off. That kind of thing. Wow, really? That's surprising. That is surprising. Okay. Yeah, you can get this in they're in the UK supermarkets. When I bought this, I think it was reduced to clear. It was about 98p in Waitrose. But then earlier on, I was just having a nose. Not that I'm buying beer from supermarkets at the moment. Unless they're given to me, of course, then I'll drink them. But I saw this in September, I think. No, it was after that. It was probably early November. I popped in to get the Vintage Ale, 2020 Vintage Ale and the Imperial Stout, because they were in there, and I saw that. I was like, just get that. Worth a punt, innit? I was actually quite surprised how nice it was. Decent body to the beer. Didn't come across like one of these low ABV beers, which is always a good sign. Don't get me wrong. There's some really. I'd rather have I'd rather have a herbal tea than some of these low ABV beers, because there's more flavour in herbal tea than some of these. They're just so watery and stuff. Yeah, I still want a bit of flavour, even though it's a low ABV beer. I know sometimes you can't, but some of them really do surprise you. So yeah, I'm shocked that that's not available in Slovenia. Yeah. So I'm just going to check the one of my Facebook chats here, just to see what's occurring. Wait a minute, I need to do that. No, obviously no one's around early, which is surprising. It's not only me who's not around early. Just going to see if Harry's set up a stream. Potentially starting in 10 minutes, but where? Let's see, Matt's live there. All the live hangs belong to US. It's true. Certainly the loud ones are. So Borussia Dortmund won today. Have you set the stream up, Harry, or not? He hasn't put a timer on it, I don't think. So boring, isn't it? Forest beat Cardiff. Luton beat Reading. No, I can't see no little pre-live thing there for Harry, so I don't know what he's at. No more comments then. So yeah, I'm just going to neck this, get onto the done call, and then clear off. So yeah, I'm going to be drinking here, Davil. I think I've showed this before. This was going to be one of my Christmas beers, but I never got around to it. So I got that. I've never had this before. I may do a live of this at some point, but it will be a late night live one when little one's asleep and stuff. So I don't really want to be interrupted. But yeah, drink by the 3rd of August 2025, 14.6% ABV, Goose Island Bourbon County brand stout, brewed, barrel aged and bottled by Goose Island Beer Co. in Chicago, Illinois. Develops in the bottle up to 5 years. Intense aromas of charred oak, vanilla, caramel, and smoke. Stout aged in bourbon barrels. The original bourbon barrel aged stout. So, yeah, and I've got 2 of these. They were expensive, but that was my Christmas present to myself after the bit of a shit few months towards the end of last year. And I thought, bollocks, I'm going to get some of these this year. So yeah, been wanting to try this beer for a long time. It's a shame we don't get any of the variants. I think I mentioned it on the other night. live stream. We always get these. Well, certainly the last 4 or 5 years. They're pretty longer, but I've never. So I've got 2 of them. I'm probably going to age one. I think they're still available. I have to wait and see. I might, if I have one and I really like it, I might get some more if it's still available. I might get another 1 or 2 more. I have to wait and see on that. But yeah, it's been on my list for years and years. I never got round to it, and I was like, I pressed the button online and boom. So that was always good. So yeah. Right, let's crack on with this beer and get onto the Dunkel and clear off. It's a good beer. Pressure Drop are very good. I know a lot of people are going on about their beers of the year for last year. I'm not being funny. I wasn't in the mood for that towards the end of last year. There was nothing for me to. Beers have been very good, but it's not really been on my mind of what's been my favourite stuff last year. I was very disconnected from all that. I have been for the last few years anyway, but yeah, the last year I was like, you can just clear off. I had a lot of beers last year from Pressure Drop, and a lot of people's beer of the year, I think, been Track. I think Peter and Rob mentioned Track as being one of the better breweries of certainly last year or so. These guys have been very good, solid for a couple of years. Day are always very good. But you look for other breweries, didn't you? They've been very good for a couple of years, Day. Pressure Drop. So yeah, very nice stuff. And I've been able to get hold of some of their beers myself. So it's what you can get hold of and what you drink. I don't follow the whole hype. I've hardly had any Cloudwater beers last year. I had a few, but not many. And they've been producing some good stuff by the sound of it. Made a lot of triple IPAs last year as well. I think it's probably to do with what the situation we're in, to get rid of stock of hops, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is. All of a sudden, triple IPAs are everywhere in the UK, so it's kind of weird how that kind of works. I had a few in the past and they've been okay. Some of the American breweries, other half especially, you get one of them. Whew. Right, that's that beer done. I'm going to have a little sip of this and I'm going to clear off. I'm not going to finish it all on camera. But yeah. On to the Dunkel then, the last beer of this little random pop-up stream. Yeah, loads of caramel, toffee, a little bit of, nice maltiness, slightly sweet. Just a cracking aroma. Good stuff. Colonel Brewery, they're Dunkel. Right in London, Bermondsey in London. One of the OG, probably craft beer breweries, I'd say, in England at least. With craft, what's craft? But let's put the sediment in there. What the hey? But yeah, great for their stouts, porters, double IPAs, pale ales. Great. They do some great stuff. Always of a very, very high quality, and they do all these things with, it's so and so pale ale with the hop variety, or this pale ale with this and this and this. They do a lot of beers like that. Well, pretty much everything, and they've done some lagers in the last few months as well. But so I'll be looking out for some lagers from these guys just to see, because I know about their pale ales and stuff and stouts. It's great, but something like a Dunkel. Just try one of them. It's really good. Yeah, very nice indeed. So on that note, it's 9 o'clock. I'm going to clear off for a little bit. Check on Litland, get settled down. I don't know when Harry's going live, but I know Matt from Massive Beer Reviews is live, so go and check him out now. And tell him I sent you, because I get all the perks. But no, go check him out. He's awesome. And check out Harry's whenever it goes live. He said about 9ish, but as I said earlier, that's subject to, within the same evening of changing it. It could be half an hour. Who knows? Just put the bell on, ring the bell, and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. All the comments and stuff. It's good. We've got one more comment here. It's hard to get hold of the whale beers on a regular way. Yeah, well, I don't follow that anymore. I used to, but the fear of missing out and all that. The trouble is, fear of missing out. I think that for me, that term now, you're going to miss out because there's so many things out there, certainly in the UK, that you are going to miss out. So what's the point of having a fear of missing out? Because you're going to, or you're going to turn into an alcoholic and skin, or it's one of them deals. It's just 4 years ago I stopped with all that. As soon as Cloudwater started canning, that was it. You're not going to keep up with everything. It was a little bit easier for a few years. You could just about do it, and then it went nuts. It exploded in 2017 to the point you can't. I couldn't keep up with it, and then I was a bit gutted for a while, and then I was like, it doesn't matter anyway. It's only beer. So, but there is still a lot of Instagrammers out there that just every single thing, boom, 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 boom. You think, well, they've got some cash on them and very strong livers, that kind of thing. Anyway, just as I'm about to go, we've got a few more people joined. So anyway, I'm going to clear off. I do appreciate you joining. I hope you've had a good day. Check out Harry over at Blue Nose Beer Reviews. He will be going live at some point, probably in the next half an hour or an hour, whenever. Until then, go and check out Matt from Massive Beer Reviews. He's live now with a few guests. I might jump on in a bit. We'll have to wait and see how the Litland is and stuff. All that good stuff first. So, yeah, you'll keep safe out there. We'll get through this. We will get through this. Anyway, take care. See you soon. Cheers. Nice one.